Bill Belichick had glowing remarks for Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott in his Wednesday morning press conference. I'm Sierra Goodwill here with Evan Lazar and Alex Barth. He called Dak Prescott super impressive twice, went on for over a minute and a half about all of the things he does well and why that the Dallas Cowboys offense is as successful as it is, and attributing it all to Dak Prescott. Why do you think Belichick is so high on him?
Well, this is a strength-on-strength matchup. You got the number one offense in the league coming in to play the number one defense in the league, and I think that Dak as a passer is a lot better than people think. I think the conventional wisdom is that he's a mobile quarterback that uses his legs a lot. That's not really been the case this year all that much. They're only 11th in RPO usage. He's not really scrambling to run. He's really scrambling to throw and extend plays more often than not this year. He is one of the best deep ball throwers in the league in terms of accuracy, intermediate routes too. He also has the third most completions on passes outside the numbers. So these are a lot of far hash throws outside the numbers along the sidelines, comebacks, deep outs, fade balls, things like that, some deep crossers as well. And this Cowboys offense is second in the league in explosive plays. So they're creating huge plays through the air with Dak Prescott's arm, not necessarily with his legs. And he has become really one of the best quarterbacks in the league this season. And it's just crazy to me that the Dallas Cowboys have not signed him to a contract extension. I just have no idea what Jerry Jones and them and the Cowboys are waiting for. It is obvious to everybody, including Bill Belichick, that Dak is one of the best quarterbacks in the league and a franchise QB and deserves that $35 million payday that's probably coming his way.
And Evan listed a lot of things that Dak can do. One thing he hasn't done this year, and it was really what was holding him back the last couple of years, but he's cut out a lot of the mistakes throwing the football, a lot of rushed reads, a lot of fumbles when he does take off. He's held onto the football. Now, there still are some mental mistakes, and you could argue, many would, I think I'd be in that camp, that that's as much the coaching as it is Dak, but he's been a lot more efficient this year. We've seen the big arm, we've seen the big playability, but he's cut out a lot of the in-between mistakes, and I think that's what's taken him to that next level.
There were certainly some spots of downfield accuracy being an issue for him in the first couple years of his career. This season, it's not been a problem for him at all. He's pinpoint accuracy now, and really on first read throws, he has the highest PFF grade in the league on those first read throws. Now, on second reads, third reads, stuff like that, his PFF grade plummets. So if there is a weakness in his game, that's probably it. Make him stand in the pocket and really scan the field and get off his first reads and get onto those second and third reads in his progression, and he's not quite as effective, but when he's in rhythm and he's throwing the ball on time, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league this season.
And I want to hear both of your opinions on this. I think Dak Prescott's up there in the conversation for the MVP candidate race. He's one of the top candidates, along with Lamar Jackson, maybe Russell Wilson. Do you think that Dak is in the position right now where he could go home with that award this season?
Well, I think it kind of changes week to week over the MVP at this time of year, right? A couple of weeks ago, it was Russell Wilson. Now it is Lamar Jackson. Dak Prescott's kind of been hanging around. He's certainly in the top three. I think that those three are the big ones. But how they finish the season is really going to be key. But I think the biggest thing about Dak right now is that their defense is not that good this year. They've had some struggles on the defensive side of the ball, whereas the other candidate, especially Lamar Jackson, his defense is starting to turn things around in a pretty significant way. Right now, the Dallas defense is 20th in DVOA. It's a below average defense, and the offense is number one in DVOA. So Dak is really carrying this team, and I wouldn't say it so much either early on in his career. Again, a lot of it was Zeke Elliott, right, in the running game. Now the passing game has really taken over in Dallas. So if Dak isn't the MVP right now, maybe Lamar is, and maybe he's number two, but he's certainly up there.
I would go with Dak. Bill Belichick said, and I don't think he was joking, that Dak could, touch 6,000 yards this year. And if you're looking at a guy who's the yardage leader on a team that's going to the playoffs, and let's face it, him being on the Cowboys helps. It does. It shouldn't, but it does. I think Russell Wilson's Russell Wilson. He's doing fantastic things, but Seattle has had their rough patches this year. If Dak can get that Dallas team to the division, even to a top 2 seed, and he puts up 5,000 yards, it's going to be, even with what Lamar is doing, it's going to be hard to make a case against him.
This Patriots Press Pass is brought to you by ExpressVPN. If you want to watch all football games live for a fraction of the price of DirecTV or NFL Sunday Ticket, then get started with ExpressVPN. For 3 months free, go to expressvpn.com/beat. That is express.com/beat to get 3 months free on a 1-year-long plan. For all the rest of our Patriots content, head to our website at clnsmedia.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel at CLNS Media.